like it's really bad, like it's really bad, and you should really make sure that you don't do that, because that's just no, like. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Genesis Hannah, and welcome to the Hannah Banana family. If you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we're about to get right into it. Also, thank you so much for 600 subscribers, and join because we're on the road to 1K. My cat's over here. You're so cute. Oh, okay. Here, just okay. So my freshman advice is don't be nervous for your school year, because I promise you, everyone is just as nervous as you. Like, they're probably just waiting on you to just talk to them. And the best way I could, everyone is probably just as nervous as you, and the best way I could say to get over these nerves is going to your freshman orientation. And my freshman orientation, I met a lot of new people, especially freshmen. Well, it is freshman orientation, especially my freshman friends who are my great friends now. And I met one of my great friends just from freshman orientation, and we were just talking or whatever. So I know we got each other Snapchats, and yeah, she's like one of my best friends now. So yeah, just go to your orientation, don't be nervous, you know, talk to whoever you need to talk to. I promise everyone is probably just as nervous, and they're super willing to meet and make new friends. Next is do not focus on being popular. Like, I promise you, it gets you nowhere in life, and you're just gonna end up being hated by probably the entire grade. I've seen it with my own two eyes. There's no need to be popular. I promise it's never that deep. You can be a loner. Being alone is cool in high school, because half these people here are fake. So don't focus on being popular. Like, it does not matter. I promise you, in the long run, you're gonna be like, whatever. You're probably gonna lose all your friends probably by your sophomore year, if you're lucky. Maybe even junior year, and you're not gonna have any by senior year. So yeah, so people are going to hate regardless. People are gonna be fake. People are gonna be messy. Experienced it with my own two eyes. Luckily, I don't pay attention to bullshit. So especially in high school, people are messy. Just know that, and don't tell your business to everybody, because everyone is not your friend. They're not. So the best way I can say is just play along, fake as well. Play the game better, because that's literally what I do. Like, I know what people are up to, and I know what they're about. And you can just judge people by the fruit of their spirit. And yeah, I don't associate myself. It's an acquaintance thing. I just be like hi and bye to everyone in high school, unless you're like my best friend. Next is really important, is focus on your GPA, especially freshman and sophomore year, because freshman and sophomore year really set the standard for your GPA. Just focus on it. Like, it's super important. I was lucky enough to be able to focus on it. My freshman year, I was like playing around so much, like I didn't know what I was doing. So my GPA was like a 90 starting out, which kind of sucks because I could have started with a really high GPA, but it's fine. So it was a 90 starting out, and then my sophomore year I picked it up and I got it to a 9, and then I got like a 98 average, which like evened it out to be a 93, which it is now. So yeah, but I wish I would have definitely done something different freshman year, especially because I was taking such easy classes. So yeah, and I knew I was not pushing myself hard enough, and yeah. But once again, it really sets the tone for next. So, I would say is join extracurriculars. Extracurriculars are my favorite part about high school. I've met so much amazing people. I even had the opportunity of meeting the mayor because I did so many extracurriculars, and I've gotten really good networking, and it's just been amazing. Like, yeah, so some of the extracurriculars I took part in my high school year is my sophomore year. Freshman year I did absolutely nothing. Kind of regret doing that. Yeah, but sophomore year I decided to do student government. I was my sophomore vice president. I did Red Cross Club, Key Club, and I think that's it for sophomore year. I think I did more. I also virtually shadowed a doctor, but that was just outside of school. But junior year I decided to join Borough Student Council, which is like a student council for my entire borough, since I do live in New York, in the city, New York City. And I did student council once again. I joined Neuroscience Club, I did Key Club, Red Cross, and I did NYCU Speaks, which is why I was able to meet the mayor. And I got the opportunity to be part of NYCU Speaks because I did all that. But extracurriculars, just moral of the story is that extracurriculars get your feet to so much opportunities, especially when it comes to scholarships, starting your own club. I'm even thinking about starting my own finance club, so yeah, coming senior year. And I'm also starting my own school podcast. Take rigorous classes, especially just push yourself as hard as you can, especially if you're trying to get into good schools. They want to see you challenge yourself. So my school is an AP and IB school, which IB is International Baccalaureate. IB classes are like AP classes on crack, but they're also very comparable. I take AP and IB, which I nearly killed myself junior year. In senior year, I think I'm gonna have even more fun because my classes get even harder, especially with AP Calculus, AB, and like all my IB classes, all my IB exams I'm submitting soon, which I'm not excited for. So yeah, I just did a IB exam for freaking, I don't even know. It was for, oh my gosh, it's for my reflective, okay, I'm not gonna even talk about it. But take rigorous classes. I took IB physics, which I absolutely loved. Yeah, so challenge yourself. It's way more rewarding and it really preps you for college. Next is join a sport, which I can't really talk about because I never played a sport, but it seems really fun when you join a sport. Because personally, I'm not a sports person, number one. Number two, I have health conditions that kind of hinder me from being able to play a sport, but I do love watching all my teams play. Also go to the homecoming games, go to all that. It's really, really fun. And like pep rallies are really fun. So hopefully they'll bring it back this year. Be as nice as possible to your teachers. Once again, just out of a respect thing, and also it really, really is beneficial when you need a letter of recommendation. I'm always nice to all my teachers, so I have like little recommendations up my sleeve, especially during application season. Just build good relationships with them and they will write you a letter of recommendation. Like it's there. And also being nice to your teacher helps you with grades. Like during quarantine, my Spanish teacher, this was like sophomore year, I like gave up entirely. I like mentally just crashed in that class. Like I could not take it. It was so bad. So I have like a 75 in his class, but I always participated. I knew exactly what we were doing. It's just me mentally, I could not open my laptop for nothing. Like in that class especially, like, oh my gosh, it was terrible. So then he rounded my grade up to like a 95 on my transcript because he was like, you're a really good student, but I could just tell, like, you know, like whatever. So I was like, thank you so much. And I had a really good relationship with him. So not like in that, it was just student. Like I always participated. He was like always saying like, thank you for participating, especially in online classes. But yeah, try to create a good school life balance, especially in high school and especially junior year. I think I had a good school life balance. Like I would balance my life and then also school, but sometimes it got really difficult, especially when I got sick and I was out of school for 2 weeks and being in IB classes. That was the most difficult time ever. So I think junior year was honestly hell academically, but it really pushed me. It's one for the books. It's just one for the books. Junior year was fun, but it was also hell. But yeah, so yeah, but I had a really good school life balance and I made a lot of friends junior year. Do not skip, because once you start skipping, you cannot stop. Especially my junior year, when it came to the end, I was like, you know what? I was like, screw this. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I still passed all my classes. My GPA now is like a 95 out of 100 because my school does out of 100. But I was like, you know, I just mentally checked out. I still passed with all A's for some reason. Don't do it though. Just go to your classes. I was also working a job while doing all these extracurriculars, so it just made school hard. I love my job though. So last but not least is create a to-do list for all your assignments. I feel like this really helps, like especially me when I was procrastinating. I got a whiteboard and I just write down all the assignments that I have to do and just check them off. I spend 30 minutes. I do time increments of 30. I think this is called the Pomodoro method or something like that. It's just to do that. Yeah. Also is don't compare yourself to other students. Everyone moves at their own pace, especially with the program that I'm in. Everyone is super competitive, but yeah, it can get to you sometimes. but don't compare yourself to others. And yeah, you'll be fine. So honestly, that's all my high school advice that I can give you guys. Don't mess with any seniors. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.